Good evening, everyone. Want to welcome everybody to the regular Joint City Council Successor Agency regular meeting today, Monday, June 15th, 2026, 6 p.m. Will everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Scott, will you lead us?
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mary, may I have roll call?
Mayor Pro Tem Silva,
Present.
Councilmember Stockbun,
Present.
Councilmember Noreen Worthy,
Present.
Councilmember Maria Roscoe,
Present.
and Mayor Jose Rios, excused absence.
Thank you. We have a couple of presentations tonight, and seeing that we have, I think, are most of the kids here or from the Little League? We can we do the kids first, please? And I will go up to the podium. And I'll remember my passing. There's nothing to say, right? Okay, so it gives me great pleasure as the Mayor Pro Tem to present these sportsmanship awards to all these bright faces. I know some of your faces in the room. So I will call your name and you come up and get the certificate. On each certificate, guess what? Y'all get a pizza from Luigi's. Oh, can I be your guest? It reads, the City of Gonzales, Certificate for Outstanding Sportsmanship. Do we have Rowan Dadula? Congratulations. Adan Correa? We'll save it for him. I promise I won't use it. Alonso Morales, for outstanding respect for your teammates, coaches, officials, and opponents. Alonso? He's not here? Okay. I promise I won't use these. Again, this is for outstanding respect for your teammates, coaches, officials, and opponents. Pablo Robles Cisneros. Congratulations. Keep making good work. How about Anthony Morga? They'll learn to do the left and the right thing, right? Oh, I know this guy. Johnny De La Rosa. Way to go, way to go. Alex Cisneros. Okay. Jaden Orejel. How about Jacob Arroyo? Not here? Yay. And finally, we have, now it's either pronounced Javier or Xavier. I don't want to offend the parents, but Correa is the last name? Not here either? Okay, well, we will save these. I forgot to mention that the teams that each of the players were on. I always like this part of our presentations. And I want to encourage all of the youth, all of our kids to continue the good sportsmanship, because that's what we do here in Gonzales, right? Win or lose, it's okay, as long as we have fun playing, right? Everybody had fun playing? You're going to continue having fun? Yes? Oh, you look like you're a soccer fan. Are you a soccer fan? Good. I'm learning about soccer. I'm an old lady and I didn't know about it till this year. Thank you, everyone. You're welcome to stay. Oh, yeah. Okay, what is all the kids that got a certificate? All of you kids come up here and have a picture with the city council. Yeah. Okay, so somebody get word to the coaches, they can kind of see Mary at City Hall for the certificates. Okay, come on up here. Okay, guys, smile.
1, 2, 3.
This is what you call Gonzalez couple.
That was a good one, Liz.
That's always the fun part.
Yeah. We'll just give them a minute to exit. Okay, next on our agenda, we have Community Center Complex Project Award.
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem, tonight, Luis Flores from Harrison Associates is going to be sharing a little bit about the accumulation of the community center project and what's happened since, and just kind of close this out and share a little bit about the recognitions that the project has been receiving.
All right. Good evening, City Council members. It's a privilege to be here today, this evening, to recognize the Dennis and Janice Caprera Community Center as we celebrate another achievement for the City of Gonzales. I'm honored to share that the project was awarded the Project Achievement Award by the Construction Management Association of America, Northern California chapter, in the vertical construction category for projects up to $49 million. On behalf of Harrison Associates, I'd like to thank the City of Gonzales, City Council, City staff, Carmen, Octavio, the entire project team for entrusting us with the opportunity to help deliver this important project and this important investment for the community. This recognition reflects not only the quality of the finished facility, but also the strength and the partnership among city leaders, staff, designers, contractors, and community stakeholders. Delivering a project of this caliber while maintaining the established budget is a testament to the city's leadership, thoughtful decision-making, and collaborative approach embraced throughout the project. From the very beginning, this project stood out because of its clear commitment to creating a facility that truly belongs to the residents of Gonzales. It was inspiring to witness community members actively participate in the planning, design, and execution process to help shape a project that will serve generations to come. One of the most rewarding aspects of this project was the contributions from the City Gonzales Youth Council. It was meaningful because their ideas, perspectives, enthusiasm helped influence a facility that reflects the needs, aspirations, and visions of the Gonzales youth and the next generation. While this award recognizes excellence in construction management and project delivery, the true measure of the success is that Gonzales now has a community-centered facility shaped by its residents, delivered within budget, and built to serve the community for years to come. Thank you again for allowing Harrison Associates to be a part of this team, and congratulations to you all. And there's another award that I didn't mention, but the project also received the local APWA Monterey Bay Chapter Project Achievement Award for the Monterey Bay area. So two awards for you guys, and again, thank you for all of your support and for trusting us to work on this project.
Thank you. May I open this up for input, public comments, or?
Sure.
Okay, so thank you, Luis. I'm hoping I'm sure we can find a permanent place for those awards at the facility. Are there any comments from the public on this topic? You have 2 minutes, if not. I'll bring it back to the council for any comments they might have.
I just want to thank you, Luis, for all of the hard work you also did on this project and the staff for their hard work and their commitment to see this project through. So once again, thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm just good as that. Yeah, much appreciation of, all the Harris Associates efforts, and obviously it was a great project, a lot of great partners with Otto and team and so forth. So thanks, person.
Thank you, Luis. You made this so easy from beginning to end. I mean, without your leadership, I don't think it could have been done as well as it was. And we appreciate everything that you did. And we're all so proud. Everyone sitting up here and the whole community is so proud of that community center. So thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thanks for your
Appreciate it.
words.
I have to echo those sentiments. I've said it before. It's been something I've looked forward to since I was a little girl growing up, that one day Gonzales can have a community center. Thanks to you, your staff, Auto Construction, their staff, all of the subs that came in. I want one quick question.
Yeah.
I saw some pavement stuff going on the other day. I don't know if it was Friday or Saturday. Was that just striping being done? Or?
No. We slurry sealed the driveway and the parking lot, and then we're gonna restripe it with new thermoplastic paint. So we
Oh,
got a
okay.
nice fresh coat. We were intending to do it before the ribbon cutting ceremony, but because of timing and everything, we just wanted to get it striped so that it was ready for the event. And so we came back and slurry sealed everything
So
so that
this
it's nice and
This is
fresh.
the protectant then.
Yeah. And so if you
Great.
drive by, well, probably not today, but tomorrow you'll see it during the day. It looks nice and fresh. Just a nice
Very
coat.
good. Yeah, I noticed it the other day. So why is it all roped off? It
Yeah.
looked like crime tape. I was like a little worried. But thanks again, Luis.
Yeah,
And
no,
thank you for always answering questions and for being available whenever people would call. I mean, that's half the battle, when you can get through to somebody and not a machine.
Yeah.
So
No,
thank you.
Yeah, no, and thanks again, Carmen and Octavio. I know you came in at the tail end of the project, but thank you for your leadership in these last few months and for all your support.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We want to take a picture with you guys in the award and with Luis too.
Of course. Can you Photoshop Jose into the pictures? With AI, you can do that. That's fine, that's yours.
Wow, matches. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Especially on your toe or something. Yeah.
Mayor Pro Tem, if I can also just thank Luis for all his work and really the whole team that made the project come to fruition. Mike Howard, Mike Rodriguez, we're still working through the USDA stuff on a daily basis, I would say. So it really did take a whole team to get everything done. And we're still working away on, on completing some items. So, but just thank you to everybody that helped either pitch in funding, that helped advocate for the project, that helped make this dream a reality. It's been an amazing project and really a staple in our community for years to come. And, it's now fully going to be programmed by the Boys and Girls Club and just full functioning. So it's very exciting to see it in action. So thank you for your partnership and your work on it.
Thank you, Carmen. Are you raising your hand,
I just-
Octavio?
Yeah, I just want to add that, no, that I can talk to him behind his back.
Sure.
So I just want to add, I came into this late and Carmen was very kind to keep me kind of at arm's length on the troubling deal with the final financing. But But watching the project at the tail end and watching Luis, I just want to reiterate everything that you guys said about him. He is a true professional, and I've let him know that I really value his efforts and his work. So we were very lucky to have him on this team, and that's probably why I think he got Young Professional of the Year.
Ah,
Congratulations.
So very well deserved. So I just want to add those compliments. I wasn't here for the full project, but I saw what value you brought to the city. Thank you.
nice. Congratulations, Luis. Thanks, Octavio. That was great. See, sometimes they don't want us to know those little bits and pieces, but we find out, right? We have a good investigative staff. All right, we'll move on to item 5, business from the public. Business from the public not on tonight's agenda. Any member of the public may address the council agency for a period not to exceed 2 minutes on any subject not on the agenda. The council agency will listen to all communications, but may take no action.
This is for the cops. Look at my location, podium, 2 minutes. Hi, this is Henry Martinez from 112 10th Street. I came here not to gloat, make fun, but the sad day that Measure B lost. I came to the city and talked to Mary, that I'm offering an olive branch. We're willing, a lot of us are willing to work with the city because all I see employees, not friends, working for the city. We're willing to work with you to see waste, where it can be cut, where we can, find ways to move money around, because we're the people driving around, seeing everything. I'm around town now because I lost my job because they called my company and told me I'm a bad worker. So when the first layoffs went, that's the first thing was laid off was me, because someone called and said I'm a bad person. Like that one lady came one time that they said bad things about her at her job. That happened to me. And also, I'm running for city council for District 4. And I want, not you, Worthy, but the rest of the council members to be warned, stay in your districts. Don't mingle across borders. If I went District 4, I don't need meddlers in District 4. And I will not meddle in any other districts. Anybody comes tells me they have a problem in someone's district, I want to refer them to their person in charge. So I'm going to be running. And one of the waste that I see is sitting right there. How much an hour? They went to court today and said, there's incidents happening here. That's why we need another cop. I see one person and my grandkid here. That's all that's in this meeting. Sometimes there's few people, sometimes none. And there's incidents.
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. Anyone else here in the chambers? Seeing no one coming forward, is there anyone on Zoom?
Yes, we have Henry and April.
Okay.
Yeah, hello?
Go ahead, Henry.
All right. Unlike my dad, I am here to gloat. Me and the other landlords won a huge victory with Measure B failing. We knew this wasn't going to pass. We didn't like how you guys didn't disclose everything up front that should have been disclosed. The next time you guys decide that you're going to pass another measure, you better disclose everything up front ahead of time, because we are not going to pass any more measures until we know everything and until the economy is right. Now, on the second half I'm surprised you guys did not put anything out as soon as you guys lost. The city did not make an announcement or try to put it out there. Hey, we lost. It didn't pass. Our bad. We'll look at it again. There was no notifications. You guys just threw that under the rug as if it didn't exist. That's wrong. At least lose with some courtesy.
Is that all, Henry? Hello? He's still there? Henry, is that all? Did you mute your, is he muted? He muted? Okay, where are we in his time? I'll wait. The timer will go off, Mary. There it is. Thank you. Is there anyone else on Zoom? Thank you. Is there anyone on email?
No, on this.
Thank you. I'll bring it back. Next item up is our consent agenda. Is there anyone from the public or the council that would like to pull one of the items for separate discussion?
I'd like to pull item 16, please.
6.10?
Yeah.
Anyone else? Okay, Michael? Do I ask for motion for the others excluding 6.10, or do I ask her for the question? She pulled item 6.
It's actually a question, it's for a comment, if that's possible. Can I do that or no?
Take action.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Lorraine.
Okay, basically the reason I pulled this item, it's resolution 2026. It's a resolution approving a revision of the Measure K funds. And I just want the community to look at what we had to do because Measure B did not pass. So that's the main reason. We had to move a lot of money around so that we could pay our fire department. That's all I have. Thank you.
Anybody else have anything? I probably want to ask a quick question on that item. With the cuts being made, were there any, I didn't notice any cuts to National Night Out. Are those funds, can those funds be cut back a little?
I actually asked.
Hmm?
Go ahead, Carmen. Respond to that.
Yeah, the $5,000 in there is really what pays for National Night Out.
Okay,
So if we cut it back, I don't know that we will have a National Night Out.
but it does not pay for staff time, right? It pays only for the items, or it does pay for staff?
Items and a little bit of overtime, I believe. Does it pay a little overtime or no?
We absorb the overtime.
Okay, well,
It's
And it's a fairly well-attended event, correct? Yeah, because it's moved from the park, now it's over here in front of the police department. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. That's been cleared up.
I will add though that we are also looking at some of the other city events like holiday lights and even had discussions about the car show. There's going to be quite a bit of volunteers coming out for the car show, and that's how we've managed to continue it. But we are scaling back on pretty much everything else.
Okay, thank you, Carmen. So do I hear a motion for action on our consent for tonight?
Just have a quick question.
Sure.
Carmen, on the after-school Kid Power program, the fees that parents pay, has that stayed the same since it started, or have those fees increased for the parents?
Everything has increased a bit. You have the fee schedule in front of you as one of your other items later in the agenda, but everything has increased, including pool parties. That's increased. Everything has increased. The only thing we haven't increased are the single day youth tickets for the pool, but everything else has increased slightly. We have to remember that most of the things that we do for the public, like the sports, the pool, the after school program, anything else that we do for the public, none of it equals out. So parents pay for uniforms, parents pay for, mainly uniforms is what they're paying for, like the sports, but it doesn't end up covering staff time, the volunteers, all those other things that we have to, the cost that we have to incur. So yes, there's been increases, Councilmember Orozco, but not enough to the point where we're breaking even on any of those.
Thank you. I have a quick question. Back in the day, sponsors used to pay for for uniforms and that sort of thing. Are they not doing that anymore? They're not having sponsorships?
We're getting a bit of sponsorships in sports.
Uh-huh.
Again, it doesn't offset the cost of everything. But we are doing that. We've gone after grants for like the aquatics programs and other things. Again, it still doesn't pay for what it truly costs to run the programs. Personnel is always going to be the most costly, but if you don't have somebody running it, then you really can't coordinate anything. So that's unfortunately the biggest expense is staff.
Thank you.
So do I hear a motion for action?
And second.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded to approve our consent agenda tonight. With those few clarifications, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to regular agenda item number 7. 7.1 is the Police Department's AB 481 Annual Report 2025-2026.
Yes, council. So like the assessment district item that was on your consent calendar, this military annual report has become part of the annual tasks that the city has. Commencing in 2022, all police departments are required to, or were required to identify any equipment that they owned, possessed, and used that could be considered military equipment. And then to adopt a policy for how that equipment would be both, well, I shouldn't say both, but how that equipment would be acquired, used, and maintained, and the cost thereof. And so there's two components to this. We adopted a ordinance that established the policies, and that policy remains in place throughout the year. But in order to get to that step, we also have the police department, which is another requirement, prepare its annual report. The annual report identifies all of the military equipment that the city possesses, talks about how often it was used, what the maintenance costs and so forth are. So you have that annual report for the prior year in your agenda packet this evening. The law requires us to have you accept that report, and then we will notice a hearing on that report, as well as the policy that we've adopted by way of ordinance, at least 30 days from today's date. So the next time that we will be meeting will be July 20th. So that will be plenty of time for us to go ahead and notice this hearing and so forth, and have you consider the readoption of the policy that's in place. The annual report is very similar to the report that has been prepared in past years. The only real difference that you'll note is that we added the drone that the council authorized the acquisition of with grant monies back in February of this year. So that is now listed. There's information there about how many flights were taken with that drone, as well as the other drone that the city possesses and so forth. And then some other equipment that we purchased well before the time that the whole requirement came into play in 2022. The city's ownership and use of military equipment is very, very modest by comparison to some of the other cities, which I think this legislation was really focused on. Some of the bigger cities, for instance, down in Southern California, had tanks and hand grenades and missile launchers and so forth. Really, the equipment that you would equate with military. We just have some rifles and some ammunition and sets of drones. So, and I think we have this. I think we have this thing that shoots beanbag sheet, right? Is that the case? Yeah. It has not been deployed. Yeah. In years and years and years, but we still have it, and we're still a part of this. So the only action that the council is required this evening to do is to accept the annual report, and then to give the staff direction to properly notice the hearing that we will have on July 20th to consider both the report and final adoption of that report, and then the reconsideration of the ordinance to be adopted. We don't re-adopt the ordinance by way of ordinance in Gonzales. We're doing this by way of resolution. The statutory language is not specific, and it would be a real pain if we had to re-adopt it every year by ordinance. So as long as nobody has raised any ruckus about us re-adopting it by way of resolution, that's what we do. So yeah, I just need a motion for you to accept the report, and then to give staff direction to notice the hearing for July 20th.
Okay, So I'll open it up to the public right now. Is there anyone in the public who has any comments or questions on this item? Seeing nobody coming up to the podium, is there anyone on Zoom?
No comments via Zoom.
Is there any comments on email?
No comments via email.
Thank you. Then I'll bring it back to the council for action.
Move to approve.
Thank you.
A second.
Thank you. Let's see, I'll take Maria for a second.
Just for the record, by approval, that means the motion is to accept the annual report and direct staff. Okay,
Right.
that's
Correct. So it's been moved and seconded to accept this report of AB 481. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Thank you. Item 7.2, resolution number 2026-24, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Gonzales establishing the cost for services fee schedule for fiscal year 2026, 2027. So I will go to staff report because it says public hearing notice.
I'll present it and then we'll open it up for public
Okay.
comment. So Mayor Pro Tem, council members, this evening in front of you is the fee schedule for fiscal year 26-27. It is prudent for staff to visit these every so often to ensure that we are getting as much cost recovery as we can on some of the items and we're not losing money instead. So staff takes the time at least once a year, but we try to do it more often to go through our fees and ensure everything's accurate, that we're charging adequately, that we are recovering what we are outputting out there. Again, especially when our fiscal situation is what it is. We want to be diligent about how we're spending our time and recovering any funds that we can where we're spending our time. And so before you have, again, an in-depth analysis of our fees and what 26-27 is proposing. New to it is fees pertaining to the community center as well. There's been a few times when we've begun to rent out the space. So those are included. You have any questions? I'm open to taking those now.
Thank you. Any questions of the city manager? Seeing none on the dais, I will open it up to the public. Anybody from the public have a question? Seeing none. Anyone on Zoom?
No comments via Zoom.
Thank you. Anyone on email?
No comments.
Thank you. Then I'll bring it back. Now, do I have to open public hearing? I will now open the public hearing on resolution number 2026-24. Any public comment? Seeing none here in the room. Anybody on Zoom? Anybody on email?
No comments.
Thank you. Then I will close the public, or any comments from the council?
Mhm.
Then I will close the public hearing and ask for action. Motion for action.
Move to approve resolution number 2026-24 as presented.
Thank you. I'll second. Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passed unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to, maybe I had a quick question, but it's not going to affect my voting. For the fee schedule, you said it kind of gets looked at every so often. Is the annual CPI ever considered?
It is considered on a yearly basis.
Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
so, it was applied to where we could on these as well.
Okay, perfect. Okay, on to 7.3, public hearing regarding vacancies, recruitment, and retention efforts. Staff report.
Okay, so this is a quick report on AB 2561. Go to the next slide, please. If you recall, came into play last year. It amended the Myers-Brown Act. Well, let's see the name. Myers-Millis-Brown Act, and it created a new obligation for public agencies. The intent was to address issues of job vacancies in government. A lot of places have a lot of job vacancies, and it's also to address burnout, et cetera. And the mandate is for us to present what the total vacancies are on a yearly basis, what we're doing about recruitment and retention efforts, so that the governing body understands where we're at, and if there's any input that you want to provide and how we're doing things, this is your time to do so. And this has to be done prior to budget adaptation. Next slide. The city currently has 45 allotted full-time positions and 11 part-time positions. These include volunteer firefighters and part-time seasonal recreation employees. I do note that we share part-time employees between the pool and recreation where possible as well, so that there's overlaps. That also makes it more enticing for them. They get a few more hours, and it allows us to run our programs. Of the 45 employees, 28 of them are represented by 3 unions. Those are the Gonzales Police Officers Association, the local union 1991 of the International Union of Painters and Allied Trades, AFL-CIO, and the Gonzales Professional Firefighters Local number 5388. Next slide, please. We have a total of 6 vacancies currently. The police captain in the police department has been frozen. It's been vacant for 2 years at least now. And I've decided not to fill it. So just to aid in everything else we have going on and help us save some funds. The police corporal position is vacant currently, and we've got 2 officer positions also vacant. And the police, the public works lead position's open, and a finance manager is currently open as well. So 6 total. Next slide, please. We have filled our police sergeant position and are working to fill a corporal position. We are currently in the hiring process for that, and hopefully we'll find a candidate soon. We currently have a conditional officer out for a police officer who is in background check currently, and we have 2 other candidates interested in the police recruit position. The police recruit position for us has been pretty successful. I believe we've had at least 4 people come through the pipeline, and our officers now, we have 4 working as officers now, actually, that are out on the street. Helping to protect our communities. So it's really working for us, given how hard it is for anybody to attract law enforcement officers these days. So it's been a successful program, I would say. We're also going to be opening the public works lead position soon. Director Hurtado and I are going to be taking another look at that job description, and with the opening of the industrial plant soon, we may need to just make some adjustments to the position and make sure that we've got a qualified candidate that could help oversee both plants and has those additional capabilities that we may need. So, but that will be opening up soon. And we currently have a finance manager in background, or we'll start backgrounds Wednesday. So I'm excited about that as well. So next slide. For some positions, we're always recruiting like anywhere else. Turnover and attrition, we're constantly losing folks to our neighboring cities. And they have some major sign-on bonuses. Cover your ears back there. Something we can't compete with. But our volunteer firefighters and police explorer programs are there to help us fill those vacancies. And so hopefully we have people in the pipeline that are learning and growing and then can move into those positions as we train them. We currently have interns. We actually, I think we started hosting interns when I started here. Jessica Olmedo was one of our first interns from CSUMB, and she's now been with us probably at least 5 years. Yeah. So we currently have 3 interns from Hartnell and 1 from CSUMB. And we have 2 in a community development that just started from Hartnell, paid by Hartnell. And we have 1 in public works and 1 with recreation and under Jessica. So we really try to utilize those additional resources to help us achieve what we need, especially since we do have such small staff. So we currently have 4 interns. Go ahead. In terms of recruitment efforts, we post our jobs online, portals like LinkedIn, Indeed, Facebook, our website. We go to the Fire and Police Academy programs and their graduations, college and career fairs, colleagues are a big one, especially when we're asking them to come, to South County where there's lack of housing available. We want to make sure we're tapping those that are either already local or are invested somehow in the area. And then we are utilizing the electronic billboard as applicable as well. And Scott Smith has been a really great partner to allow us to do that as well. Again, it's hard to compete when you have Watsonville and others that can pay a pretty buck and are on there too, but at least we have a presence there as well. Next slide. In terms of retention for us, because we are so small and because there's no housing and all those other things, it is very important for us to retain and maintain our employees. We know we're competing against our neighboring cities, but we need to do whatever we can to keep those that are vested in the city here so that, it costs us more to hire. And if we have to go find a recruitment firm, that's costly as well. So we want to do what we can to keep folks who are already with us. But in order to do that, we try to look at other things in terms of supportive work environment, support family work balance, mental health, employee wellness, those other things that we have a little bit more handle on that we can do because we know we can't provide those big, generous, packages. We also try to the best that we can to provide training and development opportunities. I think that's important in terms of growing our own, whether it's supporting folks to move into other positions or getting new skills, et cetera. If there was a little bit more room in the budget, we could do more, but we try to do what we can. And we provide educational stipends to cover courses related to their current jobs. Next slide. So challenges, you guys know our challenges. Budget constraints, create issues all around, including sustainability issues. I would say that just goes agency-wide. We know one department in particular is facing that, but it really goes agency-wide.
Sure.
We're constantly competing against others who have more, again, competitive wages and different benefits that employees seek. Specialized training is not currently being offered, again, due to funding. When we get more funding, we can do some other specialties. We're not allowed or able to do that right now. One, due to funding, and two, because of the lack of staff. We have, again, we're understaffed and we've got staff who's doing overtime in order to cover shifts. And I can tell you, I already hear it. Sometimes you think people want to do overtime. They don't want to do overtime. and they're making it known. We're all, everybody's feeling a little taxed. So understanding that and supporting staff as much as we can is really important. And again, there's no housing, the high cost of living, everything's going up. Staff is feeling it too. They're not immune to that. And then, of course, lack of job diversity for their spouses or partners. That makes it hard for anybody as well, et cetera. You guys know the rest. Next slide, please. So questions. So all in all, I know I'm a broken record, but we have a very lean staff and they do a lot. And it's easy to say cut, but we really don't have anyone to cut or anywhere to cut. Things function because things are working effectively behind the scenes. When you don't hear a bunch of what happened, it's because things are working. But that's also because staff is, kind of turning the wheel and making sure that nothing's falling through the cracks and continuing to carry everything they can. So, I want to give a shout out to staff who also just steps in when asked. We've been without a public works director for a few months last year. People stepped in. We are without a finance director. People have stepped in. So we've been lucky to, hire Director Hurtado, and looking for somebody to help fill in the finance. But things have continued to just flow. And that is because of the staff that's been willing and able to just take more on. So I can't emphasize that enough, that it's really important to ensure that we take care and retain our qualified staff. Because other cities will jump on them and they like to take our employees, that's for sure. So, questions?
Any questions from the council?
Thank you, Carmen. And thank the staff too.
Yeah, for sure.
All they do.
Yeah, I agree. Anybody from the public? Obviously, nobody here in the room. Anybody on Zoom? Anybody on email? I just want to make sure we cover all bases here. Yeah, I know a lot of times our staff, we look at them and they become MacGyvers overnight. And they do wondrous things, and I want to thank them too, for picking up the slack. Yeah, nobody really likes to work a little bit more, but by them working a little bit more, I think it keeps our community happy. So thank you to all they do. This is informational only. Thank you. So we will move on to business from City Council on our board or committee reports. League of California Cities, Monterey Bay Division. Not,
Let them leak it up.
are you the representative?
No, the mayor tends to.
Oh, the mayor, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, Mayor Rios is out tonight, so okay. And AMBAG, that's you, right?
Yeah, actually, for AMBAG, they've, we, as the, since the board for AMBAG did approve the final 2050 Metropolitan Transportation Plan, Sustainability Community Strategy, and final environmental impact report. So that was officially adopted. That was the 6-year process. AMBAG staff will take a break, if you will, on that, and they will start at the beginning of the new year on the next 6-year cycle. But as I understand, there's actually legislation pending that may shorten that from a 6-year cycle to a 4-year cycle, as I understand it. That way it syncs up with the RENA process.
Yeah.
So yeah, but some more to come. But I understand AMBAG staff, I mean, well, they have plenty on their plate, but they're turning their sights on the RENA process and so forth, and work on housing and jobs numbers going forward. But they did adopt the 2050 MTP SEC plan, and which of course is a catalyst for all the transportation agencies, including MST and SRT, and as well as the other regional transportation agencies in the region. So that's what I have tonight.
Thank you. MST.
Okay, I was not able to attend the last meeting, but I have shared with the council the highlights from the meeting. One thing I do want to say is they did have an election for the new chair and vice chair for 26-27, which will be Tony Barrera will be the Salinas or the South County representative, and Luis Alejo will be the vice chair for Monterey County. Basically, I was supposed to step into the chairmanship, but because I'm not running, we had to kind of move some things around. So that will be the new chair people for the 26-27 year. So that's all I have. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I'm going to ask for comments from, it's not on here, but I'm going to ask for comments from our city council members at this time before we go on to Carmen. So we'll start with Maria. Any comments, Maria?
Thank you. Just wanted to say that I was able to attend the graduation ceremony at the high school, and it was a really nice ceremony, especially because they have the new fields, and they did introduce the council members, all of us. They mentioned us along with the board of trustees, so that was nice. I also want to say that 4th of July is just around the corner. Rotary is again sponsoring the 4th of July event. So we'd like to welcome anybody who wants to participate in the parade to please contact Scott, myself, or Carmen, or Chief. We will have the application forms available for people to pick up and participate in the event. And also if they want to have a booth at the park as well. So, God, time just goes by so fast. And we'll also be August the 1st, we're also hosting our annual golf tournament. So that's just, again, right around the corner. So more information to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Scott?
Actually, I think Maria hit the key points there. Otherwise, yeah, it was a great couple of weeks. Seeing a lot of promotions, graduations, and a number of other youth events in the community. So, yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Lorraine?
I don't really have anything except for we have a lot of kids around right now, so please watch out. I mean, lots of bicycles, lots of kids walking the streets with their phones, not looking where they're going. So we need to be really mindful of that. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to report, since our youth council is on summer break already, but one of our recent graduates, Ulysses Valdez, was selected as this year's Monterey County Fair Heritage Animal Exhibitor. He will receive a $2,500 scholarship. He will raise a pig to be sold at the fair, in addition to the steer that he's raising for his project and a pig for showmanship. I got to see him yesterday at a memorial service, and he was, you know, the kids, I get to meet them over the years, and I'm very honored to be able to meet them, and they come up right away and tell me everything they're doing. And he's an exceptional young man. He'll be going to Cal Poly in the fall. So I just want to wish him and the rest of the graduates the best wishes as they move on to their educational futures and careers, so they can come back one day and run this city for us. And before we go into closed session, our adjournment tonight, I want to do this in memory of Gilbert Velasquez, who passed away on Memorial Day on May 25th. He has been a very active person in our community. I think he served over 30 years for the Gonzales High School chain gang. Of course, he did graduate from Gonzales High School, so he came back and he was part of the chain gang for many years. He just lived a couple of doors away from the gate of the stadium. So he leaves his wife, Gloria, who serves on our planning commissions, and he has 3 daughters that they are all very active in their own communities. One lives out of town and 2 are here in town. So my condolences to the Velasquez family, and if we could have one moment of silence in memory of Gilbert. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay. We will go, let's see, any member of the public may address the council on closed session item
Mayor,
appearing on tonight's
Mayor Pro
agenda.
Tem, if I could.
I'm sorry.
Do we want to ask is there any updates from the city manager or?
Oh, thank you, Scott. Well, I was just gonna forget poor Carmen over there. Okay, we'll go back to Carmen.
I don't have anything major, so I was just gonna let you know that.
Now you gotta find something.
Just June 22nd is the senior bingo is when it starts, at 10 o'clock at the community center. 4th of July, Councilman Bortles already talked about that, but yes, we'll hopefully see a lot of you at the, Central Park in that celebration. Also reminder that we do not tolerate illegal fireworks in town. So, as people start lighting them off, keep in mind, we will catch you and it won't be fun. So just don't do it. And then a car show, July 18th at noon, is really the only thing. And Director Thal had something to share as well.
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem, members of the council, I just want to share that we submitted an application for some street and bike and pedestrian improvements in the tune of about $3.4 million. So I'd like to thank you for your patience on not getting 4th Street done because we put it all together. We put the truck, we have the truck ban, which is actually going to happen, but the truck ban, 4th Street, the participatory 250,000 is part of this project. And I'm basically working on 5th Street, all of Alta, River Road. So hopefully we'll hear some good news this summer.
Great. Thank you. We like good news.
That includes, the. Yeah, the speed bumps.
Oh, on Del Monte?
Del Monte, I asked for 100.
Stella Vista.
And,
Okay.
and, I think there's a street on this one. Fairview. So I asked for about 187,000 for that.
Okay. And is Pete part of those conversations? Pete Matrino? Have you kept him in the loop?
We asked for his,
Yeah, because he was the one, right.
to that.
Okay, as long as he's kept in the loop, that'd be great.
Yeah, he stopped by last week, I think, and so he knows, he actually said he might come today, so.
Okay.
He knows what the status is.
Okay. Chief, you have anything for the good of the cause? Oh, yeah.
It went very well. We had, I think, approximately 100 people show up.
Oh, wow.
Sorry for steel, man, it was. So it's what we see, we've had a handful of those things this year.
Great.
Do some more. I'd like to have some of these spay neuter clinics.
Yeah.
It helps.
They need vets.
Good. Okay.
That's something else, but I forgot what it was.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
All right. Thank you.
Liz?
Yes.
If I can mention, I forgot to mention it under my comments, the high school graduation class this year, Valeria Beltran not only received her high school diploma, but she also received her
AA.
diploma from Hartnell College. And so she's the first student to have received it as they have that new partnership with Hartnell. So congratulations to her.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for pointing that out. And, okay, so if there's no further business here, we will adjourn to closed session. 6:56.